Go get a job, bitch.
Go ahead, please.
Go ahead, please.
Where to go ahead?
India has so many amazing people in your country. I mean, you're not one of them, and none of the people that you associate with are any of them. But there's so many good people in that country.
So what's your problem?
I told you, you're my problem.
So you should die.
We're going in circles, but I'm still living, and I'm on the phone with you. I'm not going to die.
So I'm still talking, and I'm scamming the people.
Well, you're talking to me. You're not scamming anybody.
Hi there, this is Catherine, and I'm with Support First on the recorded line. How are you doing today?
I'm better now. You put a little fizzle on my stick there. Go ahead, talk dirty to me. What are you wearing right now? Are you naked? What do? You just call people up in the day and talk dirty to them? What kind of service is this? Go ahead, please.
All right, so I'm calling to update people on the cost of funeral expenses that are not covered and leave your family with huge money owing when you pass away. So now the goodest thing is we have partnered with one of America's largest companies to help people make sure their families are not left with huge funeral expenses when their loved ones pass away.
That's what I was saying, though. I was saying I want to have a very small, inexpensive funeral. Like, I want to be buried in the ground, and the tree, the roots go right into me, and every year these people could come take a bite of an apple. Like, say I'm buried underneath an apple tree or something. They can take a bite of the apple and say, man, Take tastes amazing this year. Is that such a crazy idea? Go ahead, please.
All right, so sorry.
What are you sorry about? It's just an idea. It's just an idea. Don't leave me. It's scary here. There's bumblebees here. They're perverted bees, man. They stung me, my penis, you know, and my doodle dasher. They bruised my doodle dasher. Go ahead, please.
All right, so sorry. Okay, so sorry, but it doesn't look like this funds will benefit you at this time. Maybe we can help assist you in the future. So thank you so much for...
Do you think in the future your insurance will cover bruised doodle dashers? Go ahead, please.
Thank you for your time, and have a great
Where
day.
are you from? I love your accent. Don't go. Don't you say goodbye?
No, sir, we don't lie. What's the problem?
You lie for a living, so why wouldn't you lie to me just now? I'm coming to you for help, but you're lying to me. You lie to people to get their money. You hurt people.
No,
oh my God, you're a criminal. Tell me about the criminal lifestyle.
I told them, sir.
Like, if you have a kid, like they will never send a bad report card home. Otherwise, you'll shove the mail person's face in the oven. I saw that movie. I know who you guys are. You're the Turban Mafia. Oh my God.
Okay.
Tell me about that. What do you guys do? Do you walk around town in like dark suits? Nobody will mess with you? Oh, I'm not going to do anything, sir. You're the Mafia. You're scary. You hurt people. You get like front row seats at all the concerts, and you get walked in through the back. You got the lifestyle going, bro. You're a criminal.
You are in your fairy tale world right now.
You drive like a dark rickshaw with tinted windows and a spoiler. I'm sorry?
No.
What's your name? Should I call you like Don? Don this side Charlie or whatever your name was? Don this side Charlie. You're a criminal.
Thank you for calling Amazon Support. How can I help you?
If you were a vegetable, you'd be cucumber.
Shut up. Thank you for calling Amazon Support. How can I help you?
I figured out why the sky is so dark above Delhi. It's because all the colors are in your eyes. You are gorgeous.
Thank you for calling Amazon. How may I help you?
Are you an artist? You are so good at drawing me in. Go ahead, please.
Excuse me?
Lundy? Are you as beautiful on the inside as you are on the outside? Do you have a map?
Your mother, your daughter.
Do you have a map? I'm getting lost in those eyes.
Thank you for calling Amazon Support. This is Daniel Martin. How may I help you today?
This side, Daniel Martin, man. Tell me what it's like to be a criminal over there. You guys are part of that Turban Mafia I've been reading about, right? Where you scam people out of money? Like, what happens? Do you get, like, tickets to the best shows and you get walked in through the kitchen to restaurants? No waiting in line for you?
Yes, how may I help you?
Oh, listen, are you in India? Because I want to get India Pan.
Thank you for calling. This side your daddy. How may I help you, son?
This side your daddy. Oh, you're on WSCAM radio. You may have just won a prize. That is one of the best scammer greetings I've heard in a long time. This side, your daddy.
Don't disturb me. I'm fucking your mama. Okay.
That's the only insult the scammers know, ladies and gentlemen. My mother, my daughter, my wife.
No, only here, ladies.
I'm talking to the stupidest people in the world. You only know one insult, right? You really think that insults me?
Hello?
Rundy, how are you?
That's your name. That's your name, motherfucker.
This is Marty from eBay. How may I help you?
Hey, is it legal, yes or no, I won't waste too much of your time, but is it legal to post a toe on eBay? I have an extra toe, and I want to try to sell it on eBay.
Yes.
I don't want to get in trouble again, though. What's that?
Yes, sir. Yes.
It's illegal?
I mean that you are talking to legit. Yes, you are talking to legit person. What happened? What's wrong with going on with your eBay account?
Well, you got me nervous now. I didn't mention anything about a legit or not a legit. You brought that up. All I want to know is it legal for me to sell a toe on eBay? I want to list some items today. It's raining here in New York. I have nothing to do, but I have all these extra things, too much nonsense in my apartment, too much clutter. So I want to list some things on eBay, and I found a toe. I forgot where I got this thing, but I don't need it. What am I going to do with a toe? It's a big toe. What am I going to do with a toe? I want to put it on eBay. Can I do that and not get in trouble?
Just give me a sec, sir. Just give me a sec, sir.
Listen, I think they sell phones on eBay. You should invest in a phone. Get a phone first. But listen, if you can hear me, I'm asking you, can I sell a toe on eBay?
Now, listen to me, sir. Now, listen to me. You need to listen
yes.
to me, okay?
I'm listening
what
to you.
I'm going to do, I'm going to hang up this call. I'm going to hang up this call, and my billing manager, he's going to call you right back, okay?
For what? It's a simple question. If you work at eBay, you would know that. Why would I have to talk to billing? Can I sell a toe on eBay?
What happened?
What?
Mm-hmm.
Sir,
are you the seller or buyer?
I've already explained. I have a lot of items I want to list on eBay. You ran out of English. How are you going to pretend that you work at eBay and you don't even speak English? What is wrong with you? Go home, go to sleep, get a job, do something with your life, but don't be pretending you work at eBay and you don't even understand English. A toe, do you know what a toe is? A toe is on your foot. Of course I'm fucking with you, because you're an idiot and you scam people for a living. You're a fucking idiot. Go ahead, please.
Thank you for calling customer support. You are talking to Mac. How may I assist you today?
Hey, we got disconnected. I was hoping you guys would help me with my mail problem. I have not received my mail in over a week, goddammit. I have bills. I have things. There's coupons in there. I don't know what's going on, but can you fix this or look into it or something? She's not delivering my mail, and I know why. It's because I went out with her one time, and we had a little bit of a romantic interlude, and now she won't deliver my mail. She's embarrassed or shy, or maybe I just wasn't that good. I don't know. But the mail lady is giving me the cold shoulder, and I don't know where my mail is going. I don't know what this woman is doing with my mail. But I know it's piling up somewhere. Help me, please. Hey, Sam, I got disconnected. I think I was talking to Max. Listen, I have a mail complaint to make. I have not received my mail in over a week. I don't know if there's anything you can do. I'm just trying everybody I could that will listen to me. She hasn't delivered my mail in like almost a week, I think. Where's my mail going? When will I be receiving my mail again? I have bills. I have coupons. I have a lot of stuff. That's like a magic box down there in the lobby. And now I go down there every morning, and it's empty. What can we do? Can you look into it at least?
All right. So in that
Thank
case,
you.
So in that case, first of all, I need your email account. Your email
My what?
account is?
Yeah, my email account? That's easy. That's scammer suck my dick at AOL.
Thank you for calling support. How can I help you?
I've called numerous times today. I'm waiting to get an answer back if you guys can help me move the Atlantic Ocean into my apartment. Is that possible, yes or no?
Security Administration, how can I assist your call today?
Oh, thank you so much. Listen, my name's Dean Michael Myers. I'm the CEO of Toyota, and I was hoping to talk to the boss there. I want to give him some money because since you guys started running your scripts, there's been a huge surge in Corollas. Everybody's buying a Corolla. Not only do I want to pay him some money, but I also want to see if we can add the Camry to your script because the Camry costs more money than the Corolla does. We'll make more money together. Can you help me out? Maybe pass the phone to the boss?
Bro, man, thank you so much.
Do you have the authority to change the script? Like have every call center talk about Toyota Camrys now, not Corollas, Toyota Camrys. We need to up it. We can up each sale by Toyota Camry costs more than a Corolla. You see, and then people hear your calls on the internet. They hear your script. Because let's face it, it's a script. I'm not here to judge you. I just want to make a little money. And here at Toyota, we think let's make the most that we can. We only live once, right? Doesn't matter if we hurt innocent people. So we want you guys to talk about the Camry in your script, not the Corolla.
Okay, I will try my best from my side.
Maybe a red Toyota Camry on the south border of Texas. That'll help us.
Okay, Toyota.
It'll help us, and then it helps you because we'll give you guys more money. I'm sorry?
White Toyota Camry.
White, red, whatever you guys choose the color, I don't care. As long as people rush into the dealerships and say, I need a Camry. We want to sell Camrys now, not Corollas. We got to change the script.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay. I'm gonna be listening today. I'm gonna be listening in. Make sure every single employee in your call center knows. Let's talk about Camrys. Let's move some Camrys. If we work hard, we work together, we can sell 100 this month. 100 cars. We can do it. Both of us together. My name's Dean Michael Myers. I approve this message. All right, now hang up the phone.
We need to connect you, so do one thing, sir. Which phone you have? Which mobile phone you have? You have an iPhone or you have an Android?
I don't know. I couldn't understand. The guy that sold it to me, his English was worse than yours. He was from India, like Calcutta area, I think. I bought the cell phone from him, and I didn't understand what he said.
Do one thing, Mr. Meyer, do one thing. So go
Yes.
ahead and fuck yourself and...
You're so mad. You're so mad, Chutia. I gotcha. Take a glass of water and fuck yourself. Take a glass of water and fuck yourself, you fucking criminal. Get a job. Go ahead, please.
Thanks for calling Amazon. You're speaking to Chris. How can I help you?
Chris, you gonna help me?
No, go ahead and fuck yourself.
I love you.
This is Chester Dawes, special roving reporter for WSCAM Radio, the morning scam show. I'm in downtown Calcutta where they think they've solved the kangaroo problem. 50 million kangaroos have been picked up in a cyclone from Australia and carried over the ocean to India. Talk about raining cats and dogs, it's raining roos here. Well, there goes another kangaroo flying past me. The cyclone is getting worse and stronger and I have to take cover soon. This is Chester Dawes, special roving reporter for WSCAM Radio, the morning scam show. Now back to the studio.
Wake up, each and everyone. It's the Morning Scam Show with DJ Scams and TAGOW. Today we're hanging out with Chester Drawers. Always fun when he stops by. Let's see what this man's been up to. Wake up, each and everyone. It's the Morning Scam Show.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Take. Thank you all so much for joining us this morning. We definitely have kind of a different show today. Good morning, Take.
Good morning.
How are you today?
like winter in New York. I don't know. I woke up and it's like snowy and icy and cold.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yep.
It's chilly here, but I wouldn't say it's like winter. It's just like a little bit chilly today.
And my cat, everything. He's the bigger one. He's like really fat. Like, I mean, if he had a call center job, he'd be all sides everything. Like, there's a beam in my apartment, like a pole, you know, not like a stripper pole, but it's like a big fat wooden beam, and he's hiding, like, he's on one side of it, and I was playing like peekaboo, you know, like I was looking on one side of the pole, looking him in the eye, but then looking on the other side, I would disappear behind the pole. I mean, it's not a pole, it's like a fat square. And he just attacked me. He got pissed.
Oh my God. Well,
I've never seen that happen.
I think Chester's being sarcastic. I guess I sound sleepy.
Yeah, very. I don't know. You sound tired.
Let me pep up. Hey y'all. Is that better? How y'all doing?
That's all right.
All right. Well, we're definitely gonna have Chester join us in a little bit, but we just thought we
Chester who?
Chester Drawers.
Oh, the good Chester. Yeah, Chester Drawers will be here.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that.
And it's still tempting to say drawers, you know, like Chester Drawers, like a cabinet where you put your clothes.
No, he draws. He's like an artist.
Ah, draws.
Draws.
Morning, PJ. It's great to have everyone here. Thank y'all for joining us.
What up, PJ?
Yep. We have a little bit of a different show, maybe, where we thought we would just talk about some criticisms of scam baiting. Have you guys weigh in your opinions? You know, try to be open-minded about the criticisms. And then we'll also have Chester come on, let us know what he's been up to, give us his opinions on, you know, the naysayers of scam baiting. So, should be good. What do you think?
Can't wait.
Yeah, that sounded enthusiastic.
So, I also want to know, can we call your idiot that we raged at yesterday on your Twitch, or do you think he's like done?
Yeah, we can absolutely try. I pretty much
I had nightmares about that guy.
Yeah, I ignored him all day yesterday after I got done streaming. But for those that missed it, yesterday I was talking to a scammer. Well, I talked to him basically all weekend since Friday. I probably spent about 5, 6, 7, I'd say about 10 hours total with him. Between Friday and Monday, I spent about 10 hours with him. And he basically wanted to completely clean out my bank account. Or he definitely did. I told him, I called him crying on Saturday after I quote unquote went to the bank that the banker told me that he had transferred money from my savings to my checking and no money had been in there. And then I started crying. I told him that I had to pay for my relative's cancer treatments, and he still didn't care. He still tried to take the money. So he threatened me, all kinds of stuff. So that was basically him. Let's see if he messaged me or anything. I'm sure he did yesterday, but to be honest, yesterday afternoon I got busy. And I didn't really pay attention to my messages or anything.
So, I mean, but anyway, so he contacted you, like, even after I went through that nonsense raging at him.
Yeah, definitely. He tried to call me a few times. He said, where are you, madam? Have you done the wire? Whatever you have done, that is enough. He says, now we are processing for the legal procedure. See you in court. Bye, Jacob Smith.
Yeah, and then I'll talk to him, and of course he'll just keep talking to you and won't even answer me.
Yeah.
About him being, an idiot, and they wouldn't do that. What scam was that again?
It was McAfee.
Yeah, McAfee.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they also do Amazon scams out of the same office, and the reason I know that is because the dummies accidentally pasted another person's information into my computer, and when I checked my keylogger, I saw that they had told her it was Amazon, that she was getting a refund, and they had her phone number and email, and I tried a lot to reach out to her, but she wouldn't respond. So I left her messages, and I sent her an email. So I did the best I could, but I think that the same day they were talking to me, they were talking to her.
Yep.
So. Okay, so does everyone hear me better now? I'm in a room that's pretty echoey as well. Good morning, Zaki. So I heard you on the phone yesterday.
When you called, I was raging at the Microsoft idiots. Oh my God. That was like a very busy call center. I'm sure other people are in this stream where we're messing with those idiots. It was the 866 number. Very busy call center. They wouldn't block me, and maybe it's just because they were too busy. There were tons of people working there. You can hear them in the background. But yeah, I did my raging at them.
Sounds good. And you raged at this guy too yesterday on my stream. That was awesome, but he didn't engage us much after he got him.
I said he's going to be the exact same. He's going to fit the model. He's going to downplay me as I'm the scammer. It's always the same. It's so predictable, and it sucks that these people are so stupid. Everybody in your chat, and I don't know, you had about 100 people there. I mean, I would be embarrassed if I sound that stupid. Like, I'd never leave the house. But people fall for it. And it's like you said, you get the right person out of 100 calls, and they're going to say, well, this person wouldn't lie. I don't even understand what they're talking about.
Right.
So it's sad, and we never want to ever put blame on a victim or say, how could they fall for that? How could they be so stupid? It's just so sad. I mean, this guy's such an idiot. For everything I said to him to keep contacting you, he just is so annoying. I want to call this fucker.
Yeah, for sure. We definitely will. We'll give him a little bit of time. We'll call him from different numbers, see if he'll answer unknown number, and then we'll try him from mine. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, he's just the epitome of why we do this, because he has literally no heart or soul. Like, he wants to steal everything I have. I told him that I paid for my family's cancer treatment. That didn't for the least bit second sway him. So he's just a terrible piece of crap, you know?
Now, I discovered yesterday, and I never paid attention to the way people, I just do my thing. I just make phone calls. Funny phone calls. If people want to laugh and listen to it, they can. I don't consider to be saving the world, and I don't hook up to machines and get files and information and report it, and all that's great. But I didn't know that there was a whole movement of do not waste a scammer's time because you're only making them smarter and better. I mean, and I was just like appalled at some of the things I read yesterday, and we'll get into that more later.
Yeah.
But I don't think any of the conversation I had with that idiot was making him a better scammer. He's still going to be stupid. You know, he's still going to be the kind of guy that will get stabbed in a shootout. He's an idiot.
Yeah.
Whether he talks to me or he talks to 50 or 60 other people, the fact that he talked to you for over, you know, how many hours, that's less time that he could be working with a potential victim.
Right.
And I don't understand how the people on the other side that say scam baiting is wrong and it doesn't do anything but make them better, I don't understand how they could see your situation as anything but good for, you know, for helping potential victims not get scammed. That was
yeah. So
yesterday.
let's go through this and kind of show everyone the argument. So first of all, let me tell you all the story, how we came across this group. I was looking for guests for today, and we do have Chester draws coming up soon, coming up a little bit later. And we have, you know, he's just an awesome scam baiter, so super glad he can join us. He's been on the show several times. So while we were looking for someone, good morning, Rabbit Mouse, to join us today. We have a lot, by the way, we have a lot of great guests over the next few weeks. Like, we're completely full with great guests. We just happen to not have anyone planned today. So we were looking around for some different guests, and I came across this organization. So I sent them a message on Facebook. And I'll just read you the message. Hold on. I said to them, "Hi there. I have a live podcast that we record on YouTube about scams and scam baiting. We would love to have someone come on and talk about romance scams in your organization." So I'll give y'all some information about this organization and stuff in a second, but their focus is romance scams. Sorry, Chester, I didn't mean it that way. You know that. Okay, so then they responded, "Not if you promote scam baiting. You can read our code of conduct on our corporate website. We are professionals, not vigilantes." So I responded, "Right, I understand that. We do promote scam baiting, and you are welcome to come on and discuss that. If you are against scam baiting, we would love to hear why. I just want to make a difference, so any education you could bring would be greatly appreciated. Thank you for the response." And then they replied, "This is our position on the subject," and they sent me this website I'm about to show you all. "As the only government registered and partnered crime victims assistance and crime prevention organization supporting scam victims worldwide, we are constantly doing interviews in the major media. However, we are very conservative with who we share our time. We never appear with anyone that promotes it's like vigilante, but vigilantism. Is that how you say it? Vigilantism?
Absolutely. Yep.
We never appear with anyone that promotes vigilantism in any form. This Facebook resource is exclusively to support victims." So basically he was telling me not to message him back. No, it's not this one. So Take and I and PJ started looking at the website. Let me just pull up the organization for y'all so you can see it. Hold on. And again, I'm going in with an open mind, and I know that there's everything has bad sides. There's no perfect. There's obviously, if scam baiting was if scam baiting was God's answer to this problem, then it would be solving, but it's not. We're making a difference, but you know, there's no perfect solution to this problem because it's just too complicated. You know what I mean? So it's okay to be open-minded that scam baiting has its faults, and that's how I try to be with. Okay. All right. Are you there? Okay, go ahead. You were waiting for me to make sure I didn't just kill the audio while I was trying to share my screen. Sorry.
So the the problem I have with this website that you're going to talk about, and I'm still kind of on the fence if we're giving these people promotion, good or bad. But what I like about them is that they're very victim oriented, as far as I can tell so far. They have podcasts out there on what to do if you're scammed, and as boring as I see this person who's talking and interviewing, it's not my thing. We can all have our own opinions about things, and I don't think I would watch him and be entertained. But I did watch something where he was interviewing somebody who was scammed, and he's going through the list of stuff to do, right down from do not contact the FBI first because it has to be over $100,000 of I don't know what's true or what's not, but it seemed like he did a lot of research on it. And you start with your local police, and I just thought it was great that somebody at least is doing something for victims that are scammed. I don't know why they have to trash scam baiting, and that part we'll get into, and I wish they would just shut up and not say anything. But I do like the fact that there's something out there that's geared towards what do you do if I'm scammed. That part I kind of liked. But I did not find their podcast entertaining, and don't think I'll watch any more of it.
Well, it's not about entertaining. I just want to see what kind of difference this group is even making, because they have some really strong claims. They're claiming to be the only government registered and partner crime victim assistant. So I'm very curious to see, are they talking about just because they're a corporation? Because that's definitely not true. There's several other corporations that help that. Like, what makes them government registered and partnered? Those are the kind of questions that I have for them. But hold on, I'm having trouble getting it up here.
I mean, you're doing something similar to that. You're doing a lot of work with nonprofits and doing the same type of thing in a weird type of way. I mean, it would have been nice to be able to get some advice on nonprofits and work together, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's in our future.
No,
there's going to be no picnics with this organization after today's show, I'm pretty sure.
We don't want them, to be honest. Okay. All right, I got the website up. Let's see how it looks.
Well, I mean, I would like to have a discussion with them, and I would like to be able to say, okay, you say scam baiting doesn't do anything. What about the call centers that we shut down? Or what about the evidence that I have in some of my videos where the scammer is saying nobody's here, everybody went home because there's too many prank phone calls coming in today? That's one day. I get it. They're going to be back the next day with a new number. But you know what? How many millions of dollars did we save that one day? Just the 30 of us that were flooding that day. So I don't understand when they say it doesn't do anything. Like, that's the part I want to have a discussion with them about, because we have evidence that it does. Long term? No, it's a Band-Aid, but we know that. But we can only handle what's right in front of us now. And then we worry about the bigger, the shutting this stuff down when more people are involved, and the corruption stops and all that, and the people maybe the few that we reach might have a coming to their senses and say, you know what, I'm a bad person, I need to change my life. That's what we're talking about here. We're not looking to stop it. I mean, we can't. We know that. But can we save some victims every single day, wasting these idiots' times? Absolutely. And that's the discussion I would like to have with them.
Yeah, for sure. So this is the website here, or the organization, Society of Citizens Against Relationship Scams Incorporated. They say they're a worldwide nonprofit cyber crime victims assistance support and advocacy organization focused on the support of relationship scam victims worldwide and the detection, deterrence, and eventual elimination on global online scams in all its forms. I think that's a great goal. But having a goal and how you accomplish it is two different things. So it was founded in 2015 by Tim McGinnis, who you saw on their YouTube channel. Anyway, blah blah blah.
Real entertaining.
Yeah. So it says the damage done by relationship scams. I'm sorry, what?
More taste in my Doodle Dasher. Nothing. I told you I won't watch his stuff again. I mean, and I can have my opinions about entertainment. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Like the entertainment value doesn't right as far as this goes. It's not really what we're talking about. We're just talking about the legitimacy of their claims. You know what I mean? I think. So it says total scam victims 37 million basically. Percentage of victims that fully recover 31. Average financial loss 14,000, and ones that commit suicide 7,300. So we don't really have any idea how to verify those ones. You know, I know I can't. Do you? I don't see any references. I don't see any references to where they got that data. So I would definitely want to see that, references.
But yeah, one thing I did notice yesterday when I was reading through this stuff is it sounded very like scammer rhetoric. When you call them and they say, "You're called me, you're the scammer." And that's what they're saying, is that when you call a scambaiter, you're breaking the law. I mean, a scammer, you're breaking the law because you're impersonating. I didn't understand it. I mean, to me, it's like, that's what scammers say. Right. Scammers say, you called us, you're the scammer.
Right.
I really need to have a discussion with them before I just flip out and rage. I really trying to behave here.
Well, I'm going to show. I'm going to show everybody the scam baiting site in a second. I just was going to give them an overview of the organization.
Yeah, it's. I was very disappointed when I read some of their stuff towards people, like everybody in this chat, pretty much, myself, and tons of people that have made a difference. You know, from the Kip Bogus to the Jim Brownings to the, Pierogies, Joe Scambates, like all the big names. How are you going to say that they're not saving people by doing this, by scam baiting?
Well, they get into that in detail, and I'll show y'all in just a second. So it says that they supported 1,251,487 people based on social media and website analytics. So basically, to me, anyone that goes to their website, they're considering them as supporting them. That could be true, could not be true. And that they've had this many people through support groups and blah, blah, blah. Okay. So basically, they're making a lot of claims like they're doing wonderful stuff. You know what I mean? And that's the point I was trying to make. You know what I mean?
I'm not disparaging that they may help victims recover some of their money. They're there. They understand the psychology, which goes into somebody who maybe just was scammed and humiliated and embarrassed. I love that part. That's the part I wish that they would just, do. They don't need to trash the scam baiting part.
And actually, they don't find. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I just want to say they don't financially support victims. All they do is help them, basically link them to therapy. They don't actually financially help them.
Oh, so where does all the money go that people donate to them?
I guess for their website. That's what I wanted to. That's what I was wondering. I tried really hard, and honestly, this might just be me. I tried very hard last night to find them. To find their IRS tax exemption status on the IRS site. I could not find it, but that just might have been me. Good morning, Stock Explorer. That just might have been me not able to find it. If anybody knows how to look, I was not able to find that they have tax exemption, but that, like I said, that might just be me. So if anybody's better at looking that stuff up, I did find on the Florida website where they are incorporated and in good standing. So I did find that, but I did not find their IRS, or PJ found it actually for me. I did not find their.
I was just gonna say, I'm sure PJ could master research or.
Yeah, but I did not find their tax exemption. And also, here's another thing that will come up later. It was founded in 2015. So in a second, when I show you the scam baiting. Yes, Raz, they're incorporated in Florida, from what PJ and I could find, but I did not find that they're tax exempt. So that doesn't mean they aren't. Maybe they are, but I couldn't find it.
I always like to have a discussion with people that have strong opinions as theirs, and I feel almost bad that we're dissecting them and they're not here. I really would hope that they would come on and at least explain how scam baiting does absolutely nothing, and we can play them the clips of some of the scammers saying, you guys are messing us up. It's harder to make a living doing this because you guys prank call us 9 times out of 10 calls. I would like to be able to show that to them. And, I always hate when people, put out strong opinions. I have people that have written stuff about me, and so have you. There's different websites where they call you out. But will you ever tell your side? Will you ever be able to tell your side? No, because the person can just spread half-truths or total lies, and you can't even respond. So whoever reads it might just take it as that's the word. But I would love to have a discussion with anyone who's got a problem.
Well, that's what I want to do is write down a list of questions we have for them and send them one email. Let them respond, and then we'll read out their response, or I'll tell them they can also come back on and discuss it with us. But, they made it very clear from that they want to come on today. So, what I'm going to do is make a list of questions for them. We'll send it to them. We'll ask for their response, and then we can share that. I'll share the full entirety of their response with everyone. Okay, so that's kind of the organization. So let me show you the website that keeps talking about, that actually talks about scam baiting. So here's their view on scam baiting. Scam baiting does nothing, and this is from the same site. They have 2 websites, romancescamsnow.com, and they also have, and you can see about scars up here, so you can see it's the same organization. And then they also have, what's the other one called? Oh, it's probably this one, sorry. The other website is againstscams.org. So those are their 2 websites. Right, Raz? Okay, so this is how, and I know this isn't the only people that feel this way, so that's why I think it's good if we just talk about all these claims, So they say scam baiting is a great lie. Scam baiting is the use of deception by vigilantes thinking they are preventing scams. It is just another scam of themselves and others. And that's basically an overview of their point. They basically feel like the scam baiters are equal to the scammers, that we're scamming. This quote here.
We've heard that before.
Yeah, this quote here, I'm pretty sure they got from that, what's that site, like 419 Eaters or something like that. So anyway, let's look at what scam baiters actually do. They engage online criminals in deception and fraud under the idea that this somehow prevents scamming, meaning they weave a web of their own lies to keep the scammer engaged as long as possible. And does this really work to prevent scams? No. What it is doing is allowing the self-justifying scam baiters to claim they are accomplishing something they are not. And that's the other big claim. So one big claim of this website, you'll see several times on this, is that we're self-justifying. Basically that we do this to get attention, I guess. Is that how you take self-justifying? Or does that just mean that like nobody else in the world thinks we're doing good but us? I don't know. What does that mean, self-justifying?
like you're getting a feeling of like you're doing something worthwhile. Like you're tooting your own horn or whatever. Like you feel like a great person because you've done your deed for the day, and when talking to scammers, I guess is what they're saying. That's the way I take it. But it's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous to me to have that scammer ethics and the scammer mentality of, you're the scammer. You're calling us. So all of the scambaiters stop today. No more Jim Brownings, no more pierogies, no more any of us. And what's going to happen? The dollars amount will triple in a day, probably. How are you going to tell me it doesn't do anything?
Right.
Not to mention all of the investigative work that you and all those guys do, getting their locations and reporting stuff to the FBI. I mean, it's going to exist. Trust me. It won't even just exist. It'll probably multiply in a day if there were no scambaiters. I mean, look on Scammer Info. Look how many numbers get taken down. What if they didn't?
Yeah. Yeah. So
you're going to be okay with people getting scammed all day and say, "Oh, well, you're not doing anything anyway, so just give up." No, that's not the way things are done. I feel sorry for their logic.
Yeah, so they say, while some of the recordings make good comedy, the simple fact is that not one scam baiter has prevented a single victim from being scammed. So obviously, I'm sorry, but we know that that's not true. I've literally witnessed Sven save several people from being scammed in real time. Morning, Pierogi.
Pierogi's here? What up, Pierogi?
Hope you and your family are doing okay. So, and it goes on to say, additionally, during the period from 2008 through 2016, while all of these scam baiters were running around stopping scamming and scammers, the fact is that romance scams grew by almost 100% per year.
Okay. So how is that any scam baiter's fault? So you want me to stop calling the tech support scams in India and Amazon scams, and that's going to make the romance scams not still happening? Like, the scamming is going to go on forever, no matter what we do. So it's like we do what we can, and even my goofy nonsense, my 100 calls a day of the minute-long calls, that's psychological warfare. Do you think they're really going to be able to take a call after they just listen to some idiot talk about a dragon and all this nonsense? Everybody's got their own style of doing this, and if you're talking to a scammer, in my opinion, you're wasting their time, and that's time that a potential victim could have gotten through. How are you going to tell me that the scam baiters are not doing anything? I really need to speak with these people.
So that's the first claim that I'm going to send them proof that not one scam baiter has prevented a single victim. We obviously know that that's not true. So, I'd like to know. And also, the other question is, the other question that I have for them as well is, that's basically saying that, every single thing that every scam baiter is doing, and you know what I mean? Like, how are they regulating what the scam baiters are doing? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, how can you say that not a single scam baiter has prevented a victim from being scammed when you don't know what every single scam baiter is doing, is what I'm trying to say.
It's simple, though. I mean, read that sentence again. What did you say? Not a single scam baiter has...
It says, the website says, quote, not one scam baiter has prevented a single victim from being scammed.
Right. And look at any of the big names and the small names that I just mentioned. Right. Everybody's got a video out there where they're wasting time or taking it to the next level, contacting a victim. It's ridiculous that they won't come on the show and have a discussion about this. Anybody could write anything they want, and then, I'm not going to talk about it.
Right.
No, this makes me angry.
Okay, so that's their first claim. One is that scam baiters do nothing to prevent victims. Second, that they did nothing that we actually make it worse. That's their second claim. Morning, Dan. So how did we make it worse? By engaging with the scammers in extended dialogues, they helped the scammers actually improve their skills. Meaning the more scammers talk to potential victims, in this case scambaiters, the more they improve their English and grammar. Why scambaiters may not give money to the scammers, they give their time, their language skills, and most importantly, help the scammers better see through the scambaiters' own games.
Keyword being time.
Yeah.
Time.
Of course, there's a slight bit of truth to it in that, of course, when you talk to somebody, when they talk to people in English for long periods of time, their skills might improve. Okay. That could be true. If I spent 20 hours talking to them, their skills in English could improve. But still, that during that time that I'm talking to them for 20 hours, how many people are not talking to them? So to me, it doesn't seem proportional. Like, yes, their English skills might improve a little, but does that offset the 5 people they would have talked to during that time? Do you know what I mean?
It's a ridiculous argument. It's just it's layered with stupidity. And I'm sorry that I would have to get that angry at somebody who may be smarter than me on paper, who's got a doctorate, doctorate or something. But so that, like, I'm the only person that person can talk to and learn English. And why is that such a bad thing? I mean, there's tons of scammers. And for, say, somebody improves a little bit because you did a 10-hour bait with them, that's going to change the scamming world? That's making that person a better scammer? I mean, if they cared about learning English, they could learn English anywhere. Why are you putting that much power on us, a community that you hate?
Chester said, yes, they've learned more how to insult my mother.
Right.
That's funny.
Don't even listen anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to teach them new insults just because I want it to be more entertaining. And how much more can we put up with of go F your mother? It's just annoying. I don't think they're ever going to change. They're going to listen to us.
And Pierogi makes a good point, and we absolutely know this from Peter because he's told me this several times, that basically the only qualifications that they hire these people for these call centers are their English. That's it. They just want to hear their English, and that's actually true for a lot of jobs in India, like the real Amazon, the other jobs that are outsourced from America to India, like they hire based on how good their English is, So they're already hiring people that can speak English. It's not like we're teaching them. But, I mean, I'll give them a little bit that maybe it does improve slightly by talking to us. I'll give them that just to give them something. But it's still not enough of an argument to me to not do it.
I mean, I think maybe every call that we make later on, we'll just be quiet. I can't talk to you. It's going to make you a better scammer.
Yeah.
We'll just have videos of just silence, wasting their time. Maybe we'll just do it with noises. Beep, 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 beep.
Okay, so the next claim is that it's unethical. So scambaiters engage in online fraud and attempt to deceive scammers. Oh, poor scammers. We deceive them. They will say or do anything to waste the time of a scammer. Okay, so here's the part that I want y'all to weigh in on. Good morning, Scott. Good morning, MK. Morning, Sven. Everyone else I missed, good morning. This may come as a surprise, but that is in and of itself is a crime. It is called online fraud or wire fraud. So does anybody have any opinions on that? Like, first of all, wire fraud I thought had to do with money. Am I not right? But if there's a crime of online fraud, why aren't these catfishes being arrested for online fraud? You know, like people that catfished other people. You know? Hello?
I'm just taking it all in. It just makes me. I'm trying not to rage as much as I'm known for because they're not here to defend themselves. I mean, but everything's in writing, so it's like we're not, you know.
Oh no, I'm just reading it. Yeah, I'm just reading it off the site. So
right. But,
and like for those that have just joining us, I invited this person to come, this group to come on. They would not come on. So I am gonna email them later for a response to our questions.
Yeah, and they have videos on YouTube, and I watched one, like I was saying, when they were talking to a victim, you know, and again, we have different opinions on, I wouldn't even say entertainment, just interview styles, being soft to people that have been scammed, and I didn't see that happening, but they know each other and whatever. I was going to comment, and then I said, you know what? They're going to see my name, and that'll even get them going because they know that I have to be some kind of baiter to comment. But then I read there was something on your Discord, and I think Romance Scams Online, who's a friend of our stream, was saying on a different type of subject, don't comment because it's engagement. So then it made me think, okay, I'm not going to comment.
Yeah.
But I would love to have them come on the show. I really want to hear their side, and I want to show them evidence of times when victims were saved.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send them all kinds of stuff, any other, like, they need to justify these claims. If they're teaching this to people on their social media, then they need to make sure it's correct. And that's the only point I'm going to make. So I'm going to be showing that. But here's the big line I wanted you all to read because I thought this was pretty crazy. So scambaiters, also please weigh in if you know anything about any laws of online fraud or wire fraud, because I don't. But I also am not a lawyer. I don't know much about the law. So if anybody does know, please weigh in. And you're welcome to, and we'll have y'all, what?
The only claim I've heard from something about breaking the laws, and people that delete files will know more than me, is some people stay away from that because there's different rules of, you know, taking stuff. But that's the only law I can think of that may be, and that's even a stretch there, I think. But I know that there's certain baiters that won't delete files and things like that because of that.
Now, I just Googled online fraud, and there is internet fraud. It says internet fraud is the use of internet service or software with internet access to defraud victims or to otherwise take advantage of them. So, I mean, first of all, we're not defrauding scammers. We definitely aren't doing that. Are we taking advantage of scammers? I don't think so. The only maybe way we're taking advantage of them is if we post content. Is that taking advantage of them?
I don't care. These people are responsible for causing people to commit suicide and taking somebody's last dollar who needs it for their cancer treatment, and they sit there for 2 days and threaten people that are telling them they need money for their cancer treatments, and they're threatening them that they're going to put them in federal prison because they didn't mail them $60,000 in tinfoil because it was a refund scam. These people suck. And I will continue to rage at them and call them fucking losers, and I don't care. I mean, and you want to call that inhumane? Okay, then don't like me. That's just what I do. I'm going to constantly rage at these people. It's the anger. I'm not looking to find their location, and that's for the other people that are a lot smarter than me. These people suck, and I'll continue to rage at them and let them know how evil they are that they do this to people.
For those that are just joining us, this group is the Society of Citizens Against Relationship Scams. and their nickname is Scars. They're out of Florida. So here's my favorite line, y'all, that I have to read, y'all. Scambaiters will give you all manner of justification about how they are doing this or that. But the truth is that it is a game to them. In their own words, it is a sport. In reality, it's not crime fighting, it is masturbation. So that's, I don't know why, but I thought that was hilarious. It is not crime fighting.
From a single guy. What feels better than that?
It is not crime fighting. It is masturbation. Like, this is literally their professional website. Morning, Mike.
Well, listen, it's, you know.
So I thought that was extremely interesting that's how they would describe it. So
I mean, now I'm starting to like them a little bit.
Yeah, I'm about to masturbate all day long when I call these scammers.
They said one thing that I agree with. Masturbation feels good. I've been told anyway.
So they said, like, they're saying, okay, so I think the point they're trying to make with that line is, we aren't fighting crime, like, it's like, okay, so if crime fighting equals sex, per se, we're not doing the full act of crime fighting, we're just, like, playing around with it. And I think that's the point they were trying to make, yeah.
It's all the same, what you were saying before about whatever the term was, you're tooting your own horn. You know, masturbation is usually a self type of thing. You know, you do it by yourself.
Right. You do it by yourself.
There are some places in my neighborhood, Miss Kim's Massage, they'll do some stuff. So it's not always a solo thing, but you're getting false feelings of interaction and feeling great about yourself by doing scam baiting, I think is what they're trying to say.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, I don't do it for that feeling, and I'm sure a lot of other people don't. I mean, it does feel good to help people. It always feels good to help people. I mean, in any kind of management job, I mean, a true leader or a true manager has that job because they like helping other people succeed. You know, that's kind of what we do. We like to help people grow their channels. And I mean, we're still small time, of course, but it feels good when somebody has 200 subs and we get them to 300. It's the same type of thing. It always feels good to help people. So it's going to feel good that when you get
what's
a
wrong
bank
with
account.
that? You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
How many accounts has Dan Gleeball's got in the past year? 110, 120? I mean, so that doesn't feel good. He doesn't have the right to feel good that he's doing something for society, for these people that could easily get scammed. So, I really want that guy on our show.
Yeah.
I'll even shut up that day. You can talk.
Well, okay, so I'm definitely going to ask them when I ask for a response what exactly online fraud and wire fraud is. Like I said, all I saw was internet fraud, and internet fraud was deceiving a victim to take advantage of them. So I would like them to justify how we're doing that exactly, and can they give us an example? You know, and then, that other masturbation line is just funny. Casey Scars. Good one, Casey. We now have Casey Scars in the chat. Okay. That's funny. All right. So finally, the last thing is scam baiters are scammer themselves. And that we basically do harm to victims. Oh yeah, sure, I'll post the link. Hold on, I can post it right now. Sorry, the dogs got in the room, so you might hear them, and they're like running all over the place, acting goofy. Yeah, I'll post the link. Just 1 second. So.
After you're done dissecting this, you're going to have people that can call in and weigh in?
Yeah. If y'all want to call in and give your opinion, we're going to open the phone first. We're going to open the phone. Let me just dissecting it. Let me just finish telling you all their claims first so you can see which one you want to respond to. Okay, so next is, like I said, scambaiters are scammers and that they do harm to victims. Many scambaiters have put scammers through all kinds of actions that resulted in the scammer spending time and money. Oh, doesn't that make you feel so bad? We spent their time and money. I mean, I know you. That makes you sad, doesn't it?
Yeah, very heartbroken over here.
And then it says, while we are not sympathetic to the scammer, we recognize that the ethical justification is not there. You can't engage in crime to satisfy a broken set of ethics that permit anything as long as it harms the scammers. And I just don't agree. I'm sorry, for a lot of reasons. And the one reason is, I have actually, there's been several of us, not everyone chooses to do this, and I'm not judging them that do. But there's several of us that do actually try to make sure we don't harm scammers. Like, we blur their face. We don't share their entire real name. Yes, Progy, they are. Because they had a quote earlier from that website, the 419 people. I can't remember their full name, but it's like maybe 419 Eaters or something. Sorry, I got a text. Hold on. Sorry, I got distracted. So anyway, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Help me. Yeah. I lost my train of thought. That's why I have a co-host.
I lost mine too. Because I was going to ask Progy a question, but I'm going to save it for when we talk to him privately, because it's about one of his videos specific, and I don't want to go off on a tangent. But I need to talk to him.
Yeah. But it's a good thing. Like, you want to ask him a good question.
Oh yeah, I've been talking about one of his videos, and everybody needs to go check out his video. I'm sure you're not living under a rock. You know who Scammer Payback is, and I'm sure everyone in our chat is sub to him. But he put out a video about a week ago that I was listening to it, and I had a couple questions.
Okay, so basically we're harming the... Oh, I remember what I was saying. I was saying that several of us do protect the scammers as far as physical harm, like by blurring their face, not showing their real name, things like that, in that thing to try to not physically harm them. So it's not like we're all out to just harm the scammer as a person. We just want them to stop. Pierogi says you can ask.
It's hard to articulate, I guess, in words, but it was their video that you called a mule and you were talking to a gentleman, and then he was telling you he was legit and he has receipts for everything. It was the Bitcoin thing where the scammers pay him like $1,000 and he keeps 200 of it, and it seemed like he kept saying he was legit, but towards the end he said, "You're not going to find me because I'm using other people's accounts." So how is he legit, for one? And then I was also concerned about that website that you were talking about, and I forgot the name of it, Paxil or something, where the scammers, a lot of the Bitcoin scammers migrate. I just thought it was fascinating. That's all.
Okay, so what's the question exactly? Like, how is it possible? Is that the question?
Well, I also I thought it was a brilliant exposure because I never heard of that website, and I'm sure a lot of other people haven't. Mm-hmm. And that's where scammers are meeting other scammers and finding mules. And he seemed like he opened up a whole other avenue of scams. How the scammers are finding these mules and how the Bitcoin scams are working. And there's some Bitcoin people that, they're taking money from scammers, is my understanding. Mm-hmm. But they're making a little fee, but the scammer doesn't mind if they're losing $200 and converting it to Bitcoin because it's not their money anyway. So it was a whole new thing, and I don't know if I'm articulating it right, but absolutely.
Yeah, sure. Come on, Pierogi.
You want Pierogi to join us?
Yeah, of course. Okay, I'll call you on Discord.
Awesome.
All right, let's add Pierogi to this discussion.
Yeah, we're all over
even though we got off topic.
If Pierogi wants to come on your stream, you change your plan.
Well, he might have a comment on the website too while he's here. We'll see.
No, that's cool, Pierogi. We'll deal. And then we'll get Chester on as well. It's full day.
Okay, calling you, buddy.
Hello?
Yeah. Asha Kumar, you have a channel? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I really didn't know that you had a channel, Asha. Dang. Why didn't you tell me she had a channel?
It's posted all the time.
Oh.
You're too busy.
Oh.
Like you're not looking at chat. You're always talking.
Sorry, Asha. Hey, Pierogi.
Hey.
How you doing?
What up, man?
You all feeling better? I know you were sick.
Yeah, I'm feeling great.
Great. Good. Awesome.
I'm alive. It's another day. My heart's beating.
Yeah, exactly. We're super glad for that.
Beating a little bit extra step. I might have a couple extra beats in it with my PVC, but my heart is beating, so that's good.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
So I don't want to derail the whole conversation. I think it's interesting, all this website. There was an article that was put out, kind of the same idea of like scam baiting's not ethical, yada, 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 yada. But really quickly on your question on the Paxful stuff, essentially what happens is like Paxful's a way of you can buy goods with Bitcoin. So like a lot of times scammers that have the gift cards, they'll go to Paxful and they'll sell $500 target gift cards for X amount of coin, and that's how they really quickly. But they find these guys on there maybe through that gift card thing or however they find them, and then they contact them and they say, hey, we want to do business with you. And they get them on WhatsApp or Telegram, and that's where it becomes like, hey, we're going to send you money, and then you send us Bitcoin. So they'll say, hey, we're going to send you $1,000 right now, or we're going to send you $5,000. You need to accept it and give us the Zelle account that we can send it to you, and then you'll send us Bitcoin immediately. And then they set up like a dummy transaction on Paxful, so everybody gets credit for it. It all looks kosher. They all have receipts for it. That's why he's saying, hey, I have receipts. But at the end of the day, what he was doing was he had other people too that might have been in gang-related drugs, you name it, any kind of crime, or someone who just wanted to make a buck and say, I need to use your account. You make a Zelle account, and then someone's going to send you money, you know. And so they even have that person. So the guy who should be taking the fall has somebody else who's going to take the fall if they get caught. And these people don't have any idea because they're going to make $25, $50 having their account available. So they're just willing. They're just being used, I guess, for this money laundering process. But it's interesting. I mean, he is pretty. I'm running into a group in Alabama that's been doing this all these Zelle transfers, and it's all different accounts, but they're all out of Alabama, so it's tied to this guy. I've run into probably 50 or 100 of them. Yeah.
The guy that you were talking to?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So, I mean, he sounded like a young kid, almost like he was just like, you know, he talked a lot of and he just seemed like he was just like a young kid. Is that your experience with him, or?
He's actually got a LinkedIn and he's got an LLC. He does like trucking logistics work. At least that's what his LinkedIn was. But he has an LLC, and you know that's why I would assume he's saying he has receipts and all this stuff. Because on my investigation of him, you know, he tries to run a legit business, but he makes money doing this Zelle stuff for scammers. So he claims, you know, he'll tell everyone he does Bitcoin trading, right? And you hear that and you're like, oh my gosh, this guy must be really smart. He knows how to ride the waves and get in and get out. No, what he's doing is he's getting these Zelle payments and then selling Bitcoin to scammers. So, you know, it's all shady for sure. But, you know, I tell the feds about all the time, hey, here's all this info on these guys, but they're using a new person every single time. So it's a cat and mouse game. But we like games, supposedly, per this website. We love playing games.
True.
I mean, you were very civil to that guy in your video. I mean, you were having a conversation with him. It was great skills on your part. I mean, because you were not losing your cool. You were just talking to him, getting some information. You were agreeing with him a little bit. And I just found it interesting that in the beginning he was saying that he's legit, he has receipts. And towards the end of the call, it was more, well, you're not going to find me, or I'm not even using my real name. I'm on someone else's account. So right there, he was admitting that he's up to no good, in my opinion.
Yeah,
And
well,
it sounds like he confirmed it anyway.
Yeah, I was actually freaking out on that phone call. Like, my hands were shaking and stuff, and like, it doesn't matter how long you've made the calls and all that. When you kind of get something fresh and new, like talking to a criminal in the United States, that I mean, that guy's a straight up criminal. And he's sitting here telling me all this information. It was like, I was actually down that rabbit hole trying to figure out the actual stuff. Like, that's always been my thing. So, where do they find freaking guys? Where do they find these people that are in the packages, that are laundering the money, that are creating the bank accounts, creating the LLCs? I think the picture is being painted more nowadays, where there's a lot of people that are kind of exposing that stuff. But I was freaking out on the inside, and he kept giving me information, which was kind of cool. So. Anyway.
Yeah, it was a great video. I mean, it was a big twist. You know, we weren't expecting it to go that way. You were talking to a regular, a typical scammer that we talked to, and then you said, I'm going to call this guy because, he wanted to give you the number, the Zelle, and you're like, I'm going to call him Mule. And then it just took on a whole different perspective, I thought. It opened up a whole new thing, at least in my eyes, because I'm pretty new at this.
For sure. And the funny thing was, like, it must not have been his burner phone or something, because I picked it up, or he picked it up and talked to me, and I had all his information just from his cell phone. So, like, I mean, he says nobody's going to catch him, but I could have caught him pretty quickly. So, anyway, but I don't want to take over what y'all are talking about. I just wanted to explain that because it was too much for me to type out. So.
Oh, yeah,
I appreciate that. Hey, a couple weeks ago, I actually got a Zelle that was from a child in Alabama. He was like a high school student.
Yeah, they get that's what I'm saying. They get young kids that are high school age or just getting into college that need a quick buck. Maybe they're in the drug game, and that's so. I've been collecting a bunch of Alabama. A lot of these cells, we're finding them in Alabama, so it's probably that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So,
well, thank you. Sorry, go ahead, Take.
Well, somebody had said, Casey just said, what video take? And I'm sure you've put out a few since the one I'm talking about. And I don't know if we can post it or we can tell the title. I kind of forgot, and I haven't really watched any scam baiting videos in about a week. So I just want to make sure people see that video, and of course all of your other videos. So maybe we can talk about that. Title, we'll find it for KC, and then the last thing is just before you go, if you want to just weigh in your opinion on this website that she's got posted up there, and we've been kind of talking about. I mean, while you're here, unless you're busy, but we're going to get people's opinions, and it would be great to get yours, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't gone through the whole thing. I've been listening and stuff, as I typically do. I listen to you guys whenever it pops up on my phone.
Yeah, in the shower, right?
Yeah, for sure. Not in the shower right now, but I will be soon in that shower, baby, and I'll be listening.
You heard it here first, guys. Logie in the shower.
I'll be preparing my body. I'll be shaving my body down. That's what Vivian does. I mean, here's the thing. Like, some people have an ulterior motive. Like, one, for me, like, a lot of people, they're typing and they're putting in scam baiting and scammers so many times. It's almost like an SEO kind of a thing to try to get more hits on their website. That's what it seems like to me.
That's a good point.
I don't really, there's so much, people say so many hateful things all the time anyway that I kind of just shrug it off. Like, it is what it is. Like, these guys, they don't they don't have, I mean, you all have already articulated enough, in my opinion, where we don't have grounds to stand on as far as like nobody helps victims and crap. Like, I mean, we've got something where we flew out and written check that was scammed. Like there's in 1 week we stopped $150,000 of all packages. In one scam call, we stopped $150,000 victim in Canada that was going to be wiring. We sent somebody in the community, like literally to their house.
Oh, cool.
Like Troopty, who's in the community, I won't say her full name, but Troopty, she had a family member that drove to the house of the victim and stopped them from sending $150,000 wire transfer. So, like, I can understand maybe to an extent where if someone who like scam baits the 419, whatever it is, I don't even know what that stuff is.
Yeah, I don't really know what that yeah.
Like the romance scammers, like there's, you're going to talk with them on the phone or talk with them on whatever the app is and kind of like waste their time and stuff. I get that.
Yeah.
I don't know. But if I think on that one, they can multitask and talk to a bunch of people. They can message you back and then go message somebody else, right?
Yeah.
But
Right.
if you, and I'm sorry if I'm cutting up, my service must be trash or something right now. I'm sorry. But
I figured you were in the shower, so it was going to feel a little sketchy.
Take's obsessed with you in the shower.
I'm just right outside my house, so I'm like at this point of like my Wi-Fi fighting my cell signal. So it's like this battle right now. So I just turned my Wi-Fi off. But anyway, like I think that if you're on the phone with a scammer, like that is the most powerful thing that you can do, being on the phone with them. Like the scambaiters that do it, not someone you get a call from a scammer and then you want to bother them. I'm getting a lot of emails now from people where the scammers are calling back with their personal information, and that's one thing I do warn people now is like, just don't freaking talk with them. They're like, oh, you taught me how to do this. I'm like, don't freaking do that, dude.
Right.
But, I think being on the phone with them, wasting the time, getting information, getting accounts, all that stuff, it's a process that it's never going to end. I think Take a Glass of Water, which is the longest name. It's a beautiful name. Very long name though.
That's why
I don't know how to say. I don't know how to say it every single. If I say what can I say to shorten it? You know. But
TAGOW.
TAGOW. Okay, there we go. So like you said it. I think you said it well when you said like if scambaiters weren't calling the call centers, and this is the point, calling the call centers though. I always make this point. It's calling them and talking with them, engaging with them, not flooding. And I won't go into that whole thing, but actually calling and engaging, getting information, harassing them, whatever, deleting files, exposing, whatever you want to call it. If there are not people doing that, then they run pretty rampant. And I would say more than 3x, because they're getting at least 3 or 4 people at every call center a day with these scams. So they would probably, if they had their lines freed up, because they actually are using really good information, really freaking good information on their victims. They've got people inside of these companies now in the US that are giving them information, that are exfiltrating data. So like they have good information to work off of. They have really good phone systems now. They have high quality email blasters. They're getting better, partially because scambaiters are kind of showing them the way, which that part sucks, but like they're getting better because of that. Their English isn't getting, that's the part I was saying is like, you know, you're making their English better, so they're scamming better. Like, come on, that's not, their scams are getting better because like we're attacking them every day, so they have to do a better job. Like with their email, they can't misspell all these words. They have to make it look nice, which they do make it look really good, their emails now. And then their phone systems, press 1 to talk to support and like all this stuff. It sounds legit. So they're getting better, but we're also getting better. It's a battle. It's a fight, because this is their money and their livelihood to steal from people. So I think it would be so much worse if there were not people around, and I'll shut up now. So thank you. Okay.
No, thanks so much for, I really appreciate you weighing in.
Yeah, so everyone who's a scam baiter, keep it up, keep doing your thing, good work, and you know, everybody's contribution is helping. I have the line, "We are all scam baiters." That's the freaking truth. Like, and that's we all are. Like, so everyone who if you're calling up and yelling at them, it ain't my cup of water, I'll say. But it's your
Well, I
cup of
appreciate
water.
the
You know what
plug.
I mean?
Yeah.
No, but you know what I'm saying though, dude? Like that's your freaking
Absolutely.
thing. Do it.
Yeah.
Like that's where like your sweet spot is. So it's like we're out fishing, and I like to go deep sea fishing, and you like to be on the bay, like catching freaking, king mackerel or something, right? And trolling for fish in shallower waters or whatever it is. Like we're all fishing though. We're all trying to get different stuff. So it doesn't make one worse than the other or better or anything like that. I know the last thing they'll say is entertainment or something like that. There's a form of entertainment with all of it, with everything, because you want more eyes on it. I had someone who made a comment on my comment section about like, oh, I thought you were just trying to do entertainment, this, but I'm a convert now to your channel because like you are really trying to help people, and you're trying, like, we try to make the videos entertaining so people outside of the scam baiting bubble want to watch scam bait videos and know what it is. And that's the point, because the more eyes get on it, the more people, oh, I'm going to tell my mother who's 90 about this stuff now. Anyway, okay. That's all I got.
Okay. Well,
appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thanks so much for stopping by. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, that was a nice surprise. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Sorry if I sounded like a robot.
It's okay.
No,
we
it
still,
makes it
I think we
interesting.
still got the question answered that Take wanted. So.
Yeah, and I would encourage everyone to go watch that video. I don't know, like I said, watch the last 5 videos if there's been 5 since then. Pierogi's a busy man, but I'm sure he's put out a lot more content since then. But just you'll see it.
Yeah, we'll
about
post
12
it.
minutes long. It's not the longest video in the world, but it's very informative, and it has some twists, and it's very entertaining as well. And there's nothing wrong with that, as we just said.
Yep.
All right, y'all, have fun, and I'll be interested to hear everybody else's takes. And
thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yep. Love
All right,
you.
y'all be good.
Yep. Bye.
All right, later. Bye. Love you guys. Bye.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
Love it when
cool.
he stops
That was
by.
good.
So
That was good.
sweet
And
of him.
it brings up the point. That guy that I was talking about who does this website, or who was interviewing yesterday, thank God he's not entertaining, because more people would watch it.
Yeah. That's a good way to look at it.
They'll get their word out more, but they're so goddamn dry, and it's just not entertaining to me. But
Yeah,
anyway, they're
for
not
sure.
here to defend themselves, so I won't go crazy. But
Okay,
yeah, that was good. And we still got to get Chester on, and we want other people to be able to call and give their opinions if that's what you want.
Yeah, let's add Chester to the group now. There's one more thing I wanted to point out about this website, just real quick. And the one other thing was, the one other thing that I wanted to point out was that, hold on, let me find it. Basically, it says that it makes a kind of a suggestion that scam baiters pressure victims to scam bait. I'm trying to find where it says that. Hold on, let's see. There was, you know what I'm talking about, PJ? We read that somewhere where it basically says like scam baiters try to get victims to scam bait. I've never seen that happen. Has anybody else seen that happen where the scam baiters try to get victims to scam bait?
I've never seen that.
Trying to find where it is on this website. Hold on.
Not saying my dumbass wouldn't do it, but I don't think I've ever seen anybody do it.
Yeah, I've never seen, like, whenever we call victims, we're not like, hey, by the way, you make sure you become a scam baiter. You know? Like, we don't,
Right.
I've never heard anybody say that. I can't find it right now, but if I find
There's
it, we'll
plenty of
talk.
times we get conferenced with real victims, and you're in the middle of you go from 100 to 0 in a second, because you're you effing loser, you effing criminal, how could you do that? And then all of a sudden somebody says that's a victim, and you're like, oh,
Right.
hi, and like then you start to let them know what's going on. And I never heard anybody say, why don't you stay on the
Right.
phone and let's make some prank phone calls? But
Right. Yeah, I've never heard that. Like, especially,
Right.
Oh, okay. Here's a little bit of it. While each victim shows different degrees of trauma, the continued exposure to scams and scammers limits their ability to recover effectively. Then they equate them to like a rape victim. Would you force a rape victim to keep talking about it? If you were in a severe accident, would you want to look at pictures? So like they're basically equating us to like if we're trying to help a rape victim and we're forcing them to spend time with the rapist or something, you know?
Yeah.
So anyway, so I just wanted to make that point. Let's get Chester on the line here. Chester. Because we told him to come on and then we haven't. Hold on. Let's get him on the line. And then we'll open up the line if anybody wants to call and weigh in on this website in your opinion. Would really like to hear what people had to say, but let's get him on the line first and hear what Chester has to say. Good morning, Chester.
Good morning to you all.
Thanks for joining us. Sorry it took us a while to get you.
No problem.
I've been blahing.
Well, it makes a change from Take.
Yeah, what?
Nothing. He's picking on you.
you got a word in edgewise.
Oh, I did?
So, Chester, give us your opinion on all these claims that scambaiters are masturbators. That we haven't prevented a single victim from being scammed, that we're committing online fraud. What's your opinion?
Absolute tosh. This is out of date copy. I saw something similar in a report a while back. They're just justifying their own existence, but not to bash them completely. As Take said, they are providing some very useful information. So it's just for claims that they're making, and I think that they just need to have a look at themselves a bit more closely. They are just trying to justify it to potential donors.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, from what I can tell from the website, all they really do, like, I'm not saying that they don't provide any beneficial service. I'm not at all saying that. But they don't, I think, actually provide financial assistance, if I understand correctly. They just basically connect the victims with therapy.
Click on the please donate section and see what that actually says. Okay. If there's any, reference to what the money is going for.
Yeah. And has anyone seen New Moon? I think was going to look it up, or anyone else. Does anyone see where they have IRS tax exemption? Does anybody see that? Okay, so here's their registration number. We did look it up. They are, from our understanding, from what we saw, they are a like a legitimate business in Florida. I just have not seen their tax exemption. Like, maybe they don't claim to have tax exemption. But they are go ahead.
Anybody can be legit. I mean, it's only filing some paperwork. That doesn't really do anything for me to know that they're legit. I would assume they're legit. We're just questioning their ethics and where the money goes at this point, I think. I mean, I wouldn't go there. It's not my business at the moment. I can only see what's right in front of me. And when I see in writing, that's when they say scambaiting does nothing but make them better. That pisses me off. But I'm pretty sure, I think we're 100% sure that it is definitely a legit filed company.
Yeah.
What they do with the money.
Yeah, but I don't think they're tax exempt. So by donating to them, they it kind of changes the way they have to be accountable for their money, because when you're tax exempt, you have to justify, you know, what you do with your money. But right here it says, our services are free to scam victims, but personnel, regulations, insurance, training, technology, and supporting our own team all costs money.
There you go.
Which I understand. I mean, that's true for everyone. Like scambaiters, we all have to eat. You know.
Right. I wouldn't get on their case if they have a whatever they do, whether we agree or not, and they can take donations, and some of that money could be for better lighting or better cameras, or that's what they're doing. That's how they make their living. We don't have to agree with their ethics and, you know, what they portray. I just have a problem with them putting it in writing and then not talking to us, because we can definitely have a nice discussion. But as far as them taking a donation and using some of the money for you know, better lighting and that's their channel. That's just how they make their money. I wouldn't criticize them on that.
Well, I would discourage anyone from giving to someone that is, no, they're listed as nonprofit, but I don't see that they're tax exempt. I would just personally would think twice about giving money to one that's not tax exempt, because like I said, when they're tax exempt, they have to go under a lot, like they have to really justify what they're doing with their money. You know, they have to, you know, there's that percentage where you can look up the percentage, like how much percentage is going to administrative fees and how much isn't. Dark, I understand your point, but we can't really, like at some point we have to have a discussion about it, you know? So, I mean, I understand your point though, like we are giving them attention right now, but you know, we are trying to learn from it. And when I was reading the website, I told myself I'm going to be open-minded. I'm not going to just be biased towards scambaiters. So I did my best to read it with an open mind, but I just don't see a lot of valid points they're making, you know? So here's what they do with the money.
Their viewpoint. That's their viewpoint, though, and they are just concentrating on one particular niche. I think that they are blinkered in their approach. You know, that they are holier than thou. You know, it's for everyone. In every single example that we have any kind of interaction with these sort of things, is to do our own checks, is to do our own due diligence checks, and you're just doing that. And it's a shame that they have chosen not to come aboard and to answer. And there may be a perfectly good reason. We don't know, but without the benefit of them actually answering.
Well, we're criminals.
Yeah,
they don't associate with criminals or vigilantes in their writing. So, I mean, Pierogi said it best. You know, we all have our different styles, and you know, we may fish in different waters, but we're all there together. We don't have to like what each other does. But they hate what we do. That's the difference. And they can just put in writing that how bad the scam baiting community is and how we aid in the criminality of these idiots, and then they won't come on and even talk about it. I mean, that's a problem to me.
But you're absolutely right. It's wrong. And again, it's a huge collaborative effect from the people that do the flooding, from the people that make the individual calls, for the people that do the investigating. It's all about education. Are we getting the message out, as Pierogi said, to the non-scam baiting community? I mean, we all know what they're doing, but we need to get it to the people, the vulnerable people who might be affected. So there's the education. There's the enforcement. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen a lot. Our countries, for whatever reasons, have their own agenda. There's other stuff that's going on the other side of the world, which is quite rightly taking a lot of people's attention at the moment.
Right.
But there's some horrible things going on, and unfortunately, it's not priority. So
Right.
you could say the enforcement side is what we're doing. If we can shut them down, minimize the number of calls that they can make, as you've quite rightly pointed out, as others have made a point, we are having an effect. And I mentioned it in chat. I liken it to a mosquito bite. One mosquito bite is just going to be a very minor irritant. But the more mosquito bites, boy, that sure becomes annoying.
Right.
And that's what we've got to do. We just got to keep doing our own little thing. Some people are better at it than others. I hate you, Mr. Dan, but Dangly Balls is an expert. He is fantastic what he does.
Expert, I say account beast.
Yeah. And that's his skill set. CJ, you are getting really, really good at it as well on your various platforms. I can't keep up with you. You are a social media sort of monster.
We're a sensation, Take. I'm just kidding.
But there is lots of us, and the point I'm also trying to make is we're all over the world. You obviously know the Australians, New Zealanders, Canadians. It's us Brits. It's quite a few Europeans now, and we all do our own thing, but we have the collaborative effect in eventually destroying. We will never get rid of them. We got to be honest about that. Some people, sort of think that we will get rid of them. No, we just move them somewhere else. Our job is to find them.
Yeah.
So,
well, let's open up the. Sorry, go ahead, Take.
It's funny because Nano just put a nice comment to us, but I was just getting ready to talk about him, but then he put that comment, so it's going to look like I'm saying it just because he put in a comment. But I was just going to say, if you really think that scambaiters aren't doing anything, I mean, you can look in our chat, all these people, and watch a Nanobaiter video, and watch him, hook up to their system and open their webcam and make them scared, and whether or not that guy goes down for one day. Again, we can debate how many dollars, how much there in dollars it's going to save the victim, but also you got to look at the psychological warfare of it. The scammer's now nervous. He can't be on his script. He can't be on his game when a legit potential victim calls. And there's so many avenues. It's a big war, and there's different types of ways to win battles. Some of it's psychological yelling, others is reversing files, and when Pierogi's on the phone with them saying in his Vivian voice, "Aren't you on the 4th floor and you have the green walls?" I mean, that fucks with their minds, and there's nothing wrong with that, and you shouldn't feel bad about messing with a criminal's mind. You have to deter them in any way we can.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Deleting files is not my thing, but I'm not going to sort of say anyone who does that is wrong. That's just their way, and that's just my way.
Oh, we got a caller coming in. Man, that text one is annoying. Hold on.
Oh, is this my mom?
Hello, welcome to the Morning Scam Show. Who's on the line? Hello? Uh-oh. Did I mess up the sound? Hello? Take, are you still there?
Put the number out there, so, I mean, it could be Mike Tyson.
Hello, Mike Tyson? I wonder why we can't hear. I'm sure it's my fault. Let's see. Calling. Let's see. Sorry, person, whoever called. Let me make sure. Hold on. Let me check my settings. I mean, we clearly heard it ringing, but then we couldn't hear the talking. So,
is a four-way possible? Hello?
Hello? What do you mean is a four-way possible?
Getting another person onto this.
That's what she said.
I mean, we can. I mean, the other way to do this to Discord, but we'd have to hang up and all go into my thing, so that's why I didn't want to do that. Let's try again. Here's somebody different.
I mean, a four-way. There's four of us on there, or there will be. I'll make room for Brittany.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Betty.
I'm sorry?
Hello, Betty.
Hey. Good morning.
I think we have two of us on.
Yeah, you're on with Take, Chester, and CJ.
But I thought I heard Betty.
Mary.
Yes, so did I.
Yeah,
That's
this
Mary.
is Mary. Yeah. Hey, Mary. Good morning.
Hi. I just wanted to make a quick comment before I get ready to leave for an appointment. But that article does not mention all of us that try to convert scammers, which is going to be very successful, because you think about all the victims, they don't scam now in the future.
That's a great point.
That's another avenue of this whole thing. Yeah, I mean, you're a perfect example of how many people have you taken under your wing, and CJ and Sven. I mean, they work with people, help them find jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And what was interesting, I just received a message today from one of the scammers I converted that he's doing well. He's not happy with his salary, but he's not scamming anymore.
That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah, I mean, that's a huge victory.
Yeah.
That's immeasurable. It can never be quantified.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, there's no way to even know how many people that saved.
Right.
Yeah.
And he also said that the call center still tries to get him to go back. They keep texting him and blah, 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 but he's just ignoring them.
Yeah, that's a strong person right there if they can say no, because I mean, like the culture, I mean, not the whole culture obviously, but the scam call center culture, it's tolerated. So it's easy for them to double their salary, and who's going to catch them? So for them to stand up and say, I'm not doing this, it's wrong, I'm going to keep hearing Mary's voice in my head telling me it's not right, I'm going to get a regular job and be a regular civilian. I mean, that's a huge victory in my mind.
I've got an idea. How about we give them our numbers, because we both need to speak English better or learn English better. Maybe they could employ us.
Well, I've been told more than once or twice why I don't speak proper English like they do in England or Australia. So I think you're doing better than me in their mind.
Well, thank you so much, Mary. That's an excellent point.
Yeah, Mary, that's a great story.
Yeah,
excellent
thank you
point.
so much.
I hope everything is well today.
Yeah, have a good day.
That was my 2 cents of the day, and we'll let Take put in his quarter.
Well, that was a great point. So thank you so much for bringing that up. Yeah.
Much love to you all.
Yeah,
I'll be listening while driving to my appointment.
Bye, Mary.
Bye.
Y'all are great. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'm sure I heard Betty earlier on.
I don't know. I just got a message though. So I wonder if they're listening that says, "You are such an amateur. Grow up and learn how to scam bait properly or pack it in." I just got that text message. I just got that text message to the number that we have posted up.
Really?
Yeah. Shall we call them and see if they'll answer? Wait, here's somebody else.
Yeah.
Sorry, it takes a minute with text now. Good morning.
Hello.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. Who's on the line?
My name is Manuel Roboto from Louisiana.
Oh, awesome. Well, thanks for calling in. You have any thoughts about what we've been talking about?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Let's hear them.
The thing is, when you put that up on my iPad and the software I was talking about, that's wrong.
Yeah.
You're doing a good job.
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'd like to know is that thing is, the people whoever put the thing up on the website, you need to study with your guys first before you open the damn mouth.
That's a good point.
It's true. I'm not lying.
Yeah.
The knuckleheads don't know shit about scam bait. You understand? Because I've been watching your guys for a long time, and the next thing I know that I watch Pierogi when they're talking to the guy that you say, oh, you can keep the money, and Pierogi got his ass standing up. But like I say, I'm proud of y'all. And
thank you so much.
I'm glad that and also I'd like to say hello to Taker if he's around. I know. Is Taker around or no?
I'm sorry?
He's online? Taker?
Taker?
Your partner, Taker. Yeah, Mr. T, whatever his name is.
Oh, TAGOW.
Hey,
TAGOW.
good morning, bro.
Yeah, he's on
Yeah, what up,
line.
man?
Hey, what's up, New York, man?
Not much.
I'm from New Jersey, bro. I used to live in New Jersey before I moved to Louisiana.
That's awesome.
Oh,
well, he knows all
yeah,
about New Jersey.
Yeah, we've talked
Yeah,
plenty
I know
times in
Jersey.
chats and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
What part of Jersey were you from?
A little town called Pomomus.
What's it called?
Pomomus.
Is it well, I mean, we won't talk about geography too much, but I was more in the South Jersey area and then Philly.
Okay.
But now you're in my other favorite place, Louisiana. I mean, New Orleans. Who doesn't like New Orleans, right?
Nobody. They love New Orleans.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we love you, Manuel. Thank you so much for calling in. It's great to talk to you.
Yeah, it's
No
a pleasure,
problem.
man. It's
Yeah,
an honor.
yeah,
Thank you so
wonderful
much.
day.
Yeah, we love you. Bye.
I love you too, baby. Bye.
Later, bro.
Bye.
That was Manuel, y'all. He's often in our chat. He's a nice
Yeah, that was
fella.
a nice surprise.
Sorry, we missed a couple of calls. I don't know if we should call back, but first, y'all, let's call this person that text messaged me.
I told my mom not to bother you when you're doing the show. She's texting you, huh?
Yep. Let's see if they answer. Well, whoever it is won't answer. If it was Sven, he would be answering, so I don't think it's Sven.
Please leave
I
your
was
message
thinking it was
for
somebody playing a joke on you, but
7472816.
Well, whoever it is, thank you so much for watching the show.
it's probably the one sub I just lost.
And I am an amateur, so I'll agree with you that I'm still learning.
And you can always respond back, well, thank God 1,000 other people don't feel the same way almost.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm sure it was a joke. Unless, hey, listen, if it's somebody that's not involved in the stream or the show, and it's, listen, you're making it. People know who you are. You can always tell you're getting bigger when people hate you.
Or it's
So
somebody from this website. That's what I was hoping.
Yeah, that's true.
That they would talk. Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't got the cojones to do that.
So
we missed a couple of calls. Thank you, Christine Hunter. If y'all sorry, that's the one thing about the calls. It's good and bad. Only one person can talk at a time. So the ones that we missed, just please give us a try again.
I could have sworn I heard Betty and Mary at the same time, but
yep.
I don't know.
really?
Betty just has that voice that's probably in my head.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's possible. I mean, we can keep talking as you are calling or calling them back, or someone's calling in. But Chester, I mean, we're all over the place. But I really want you to talk to people about like what you've been doing. We haven't seen a lot of you, although I've seen you streaming a little bit on Scamulous channel, and you guys are doing big things over there. But you're also doing a lot of behind the scenes things, right?
Yeah. It's been a fantastic journey. It's coming up to a year soon, and from those tentative steps of ooh, we have a call.
We have a caller.
Just be prepared. Hold your thought. We'll get back to it.
Yep.
It's very loud, the ringing.
Is it
Good
my mom?
morning.
Thank you for calling. How may I help you?
We would like to take advantage of you and commit internet fraud. Is that okay?
Oh, yes, that would be perfectly fine.
Thanks for joining us. You have want to share your opinions on the subject?
I would like just to ask Chester to put the pen down, please. Put the pen down, please. Hey, everyone. How's it hanging?
We're good. We got someone super entertaining on the phone now, so we're good.
Yeah, Fungi.
Yeah.
What up, Fungi?
How you doing
Hey,
today?
take a glass. How you doing, TAGOW, CJ?
Thanks
Chester,
for calling.
please put that pen down, you little shit.
Yeah. Okay. If there's anyone that needs to learn English, make lots more calls, Fun Guy.
Yeah, Fun Guy, how dare you teach English to the scammers? Come on.
Yeah, I'm sorry. They pay me 4 rupees a day, so yeah, it's not big money, but it helps. It helps.
Yeah. So what do you think of this website?
Oh, it's pathetic, man. As Mary said, it doesn't say anything about the stopping of future scams, and it's pathetic, man. I don't even know why it's there. Why is it there? Hey, Manuel.
It's fake news. They're doing a service for romance scam, but they've strayed into other areas, which they know little or nothing about, and they're just trying to justify it. That's my take.
Agreed. Yeah, they're making general statements about scam baiting regardless of the type of scam or the style or whatever. So.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone, as Pierogi said, everyone has their own style.
Right.
I like everybody's style.
Me too.
Yeah, it is what it is, and I like the long baits, and I know Take likes just to tick them off and pee them off, and most of the time I might get that next person, or I might be that next person that Take's just peed off, and when I take them on this long road, and at the end of it, there's nothing there. There's no pot of gold. There's no silver lining or anything. It ruins the whole day, and then it'll probably ruin them for the next day.
Fun Guy, I've just got one observation. You are great at educating, especially your makeup tips. How you wax your legs live is fantastic, and why you've shaved your eyebrows, I will never know. But keep up.
Well, I like to keep up. I like to keep myself fresh.
Yeah.
I like to keep myself fresh, especially the legs wasn't my choice. That was the stream and Reeps' choice. So I was bullied into that. The eyebrows they just get a little curly every now and again, which does my head in. So I trim them. Yeah. But people think I shave them totally off. But because I'm fair-haired anyway, and yeah, people bully me in this community. They bully.
When we talk about style, I mean, early on, you were just doing streams. A lot of them were when you were messing with the gift card scammers, which we all go to that when we can't find numbers. And now your streams have turned out to be these really, really long, day-long baits where everyone's in your chat having fun and you're getting accounts. And I mean, obviously you've grown, but I guess the point is, how could anybody say that what you're doing is not helping? You're on the phone with these guys for that long, getting information, I mean, spreading awareness. I just don't get it. But anyway, you're at about 630 subs, and we're trying to get you to 1,000. We're on a 1,000 campaign, so if everyone can stop what they're doing and just go sub to Fun Guy Media, we'll love you more than we do.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Yeah, you're awesome, my friend. For Blindly, the number is 217 931 5905. He's just asked what the number is. I know he's got a reader, but I'm not sure if his reader works on the screen.
On the screen.
The thing is, it might not get answered right away because CJ had to step away for a tiny bit.
Ah.
Oh, okay. So I'll fill in for CJ then, yeah? Oh.
So
I'm sorry, that was a terrible speaker.
Is Fun Guy still here?
Yeah, I'm still here, yeah.
He might have left right after I gave him his plug. Bastard. No, just kidding.
Just
kidding.
Oh, I heard a Scouser.
But
yeah, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Waiting... Oh, Fun Guy's there? Okay, cool.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm still here, yeah.
So,
sorry, I have sorry, I ran off for a second because I think some construction going on at my house in a few minutes. So we might have to end in about 5 or 10 minutes, which really stinks because we're having such a good discussion. But we'll see what happens here. But it might get loud in a second. So
okay, well, guys, I'm going to jump off and give Blindly a chance to call in. But thank you so much for having me on. As I say, I was watching the stream. I'm always watching the stream. I do my daily chores and stuff, so I'm always watching. I may not be able to type sometimes, but yeah, I just hit click, 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 and I thought I want to shove that pen up Chester's rectum. But yeah. So thanks for having me on, guys. Much love. Love what you do. I love your shows. I love everyone that comes on. So
just answer one important question before you go. If we were going to buy you a gift, would it be a blue shirt?
Yeah, but I'd probably burn it. Yeah, you can buy me a blue one, but I'll probably burn it or send it to Chester.
All right.
So, thank you, guys.
Yeah. Well,
Fun
thanks
Guy
for
Media.
stopping by, Fun Guy. Have a great day.
Have a great day, everyone. Much love.
Fight,
Fun
man.
Guy out.
Yep, keep listening to us and keep cleaning those floors.
Yeah, sorry. So I just have we have some people that came to the house to do some work.
Get rid of them.
So yeah, and I think we're gonna have to end in a few minutes. Or I could mute it. Just mute myself and then you could try to talk to people. That's our other option, but it's gonna be
Well,
real
I can't
loud.
pick up the phone.
I can pick up the
if they call
phone,
in.
but I won't be able to really talk. We could do that as well. If
That's
you
fine.
Okay. So yeah, we'll take a few more calls. If I'm silent, it's because I muted myself just for. As you can hear, the dogs are barking. I think you can hear them going crazy because there's people here. So we'll take a few more calls, but yeah, it's a little bit chaotic at my house right now. I'm sorry. So
Who does that? They just showed up at your house? Like, do you need construction or was this planned?
I guess it was planned. I'm at my parents' house, so I don't really have a whole lot of control.
Gotcha. So it's not like they weren't just knocking on people's doors saying, "Do you need anything done?"
Yeah. No. So
CJ, this is a chance for you to get dressed now because I know you like naked scrapbooking.
Yeah, that's very true. Good point. I do.
But there's I think you can go on. There's no background noise. I didn't hear your dogs, and I'm connected separately.
Oh, okay. So you can hear them, or you can't.
No, no, I can't.
Because they're going crazy, and then there might be some banging and stuff. So we'll just give it a try for a few more minutes, but it is getting late anyway, and it is already almost 10. So we'll go for a few more minutes if anybody else wants to call in and give your opinion about this website. Thursday, we have a really good episode planned. We have a guy who's an expert in cyber security, and he actually just recently did a video about how scambaiters can be safe when they scam bait from a cybersecurity point. So it'll be really good and educational. He'll be on Thursday, so that'll be good.
Yeah.
And then do you want to tell about the other guests we're excited about?
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I mean, he pretty much speaks for himself. I mean, he's done everything. But yeah, he will not be coming on our show. But if it's the one I'm thinking of, I'm very excited for him too, because he's a speaker, and he was actually a writer for The Tonight Show.
I hear someone calling.
Who's this now?
Caller number 3. You're on the Morning Scam Show.
Hey. Good morning. Hi. Thanks for calling in. Who is this?
It's PJ.
Oh, hey PJ. Thanks for calling in. I know we looked at the website a lot last night. Yeah. So tell us what you thought of it. Me and you looked at it a lot last night.
I think that they've got this nice little cushy org that they're raking in money from, and they may be doing some good. But this strikes me a lot like the calls you get for the firemen or the policemen, where they get 10 cents on the dollar and the rest goes to organizational costs. Right. A lot of nonprofits are set up that way.
Right.
And it just, there's just something doesn't smell right about this thing.
Yeah, and it's hard for us to know.
Actually.
Yeah.
Exactly my exact same thought. I thought of the policemen and those types of scams where, they're trying to front that they're doing something well, and only 5% actually going to a cause.
That's just the way it struck me. That they're very territorial.
Yep.
They see this somehow as a threat.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever you're seen as a threat, it's always about money.
Right.
Now, at the very bottom, to give them credit, at the very bottom, the very last paragraph that you didn't get to, says, now, if you're collecting information and bank accounts and stuff like that, that's not what we're talking about. That's not the same thing. What scambaiter doesn't is given the opportunity?
Let me just read that part to everyone. Hold on.
So you're saying that they're okay with people doing that?
Okay,
yeah, they're saying that's not the same thing. That's not what we're talking about. That's too little too late in the article as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. So this is what it says. There is a difference between talking to the scammer to get more evidence and scam baiting. If you are trying to get information instead of it being a game, then you are not scam baiting. There is also a difference between scam baiting and legitimate investigating, but they don't explain. So that'll be something else I ask them to comment on, like what defines it being a quote unquote game.
There's who wants a hobby, and most of us, this is a hobby because we have real jobs, that does a hobby that they don't enjoy. There's no law that says you can't enjoy your work.
Right.
It's just the whole thing just.
Right. And that's why it's important to be careful of having charities that are tax exempt, because if they aren't tax exempt, and again, maybe they are, if anybody has found if they are or aren't, let me know, because I have not, and I don't see any claims from them that they are. you know, it's a lot more loosey-goosey with them being quote-unquote nonprofit and tax exempt. Because when you're tax exempt, you have very specific laws and stuff that you have to do with your money, report your money, and this and that. And just because they claim to be nonprofit, they don't have a lot of the accountability that what you would have if you were tax exempt. So
yeah, there's a whole lot of nonprofits set up. Unfortunately, our laws allow it. Doesn't mean
Right.
it's illegal. It just means it's
Right.
shady as shit. They're in it for themselves, and this whole thing stinks. I mean, to target a group of people who have extremely fine-tuned BS detectors just doesn't seem real smart to me, but
True. That's a great point.
we can usually smell something ain't right about 2.5 miles off. So
Yeah. Tape,
anyway,
Chester,
that's all I
are y'all
wanted to
still here? I feel like they're not speaking.
Yeah,
No, I'm just listening to
Oh.
PJ.
Oh, okay.
All great points.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's kind of what really makes my blood boil is attacking a whole group of people. It's almost like I don't want to get extreme, but it's hatred. You know, it's
Right.
like when they won't even discuss it and they say, well, we won't associate. And if you're a scambaiter, no, we will not come on your show. I mean, everybody's can have their opinion, but to me, it's
it sounds
their
very
opinions are kind of
territorial.
full of hatred.
Yeah.
Like, we are the authorities. We have PhDs behind our names. You're just peons that don't know anything, and
Right.
you're not helping. That pisses me off.
Right.
There's too many way over educated idiots running around in this country. I hate to say it, but
I'm with you.
having a
Yep.
degree does not necessarily mean you're smart.
Right.
Yeah, the guy's probably our next president.
Yeah.
Oh God. Don't get me started.
Probably. You're probably right.
Do not get me started. Anyway, I think Blindly wants to call in, so I'll hop off.
Yeah, and Beta Ray.
All
I
right,
told him
PJ.
I'd call back.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Thank you
PJ.
so much.
Yeah, great insight. Thank you.
Later.
Bye. Let me call Beta Ray back because I've missed his call a few times.
I'm not watching chat, so I apologize if anyone said anything. Chester still here?
Yeah, yep, still here. Blindly, I've written the number in chat. Can you tell me if you've got it?
The Text Now subscriber you are trying to reach is not available. Please leave your message.
Calling a scammer?
No, that was Beta Ray. Okay, any other calls? We'll probably be ending soon. And sorry that I know we're having a great discussion and everything. But it's been awesome talking about this. And like, I'm just gonna say my spiel. There are, as I have learned from my time here as scam baiting, there are scam baiters that just do this for money. There are scam baiters that are racist. It doesn't. Okay, let's not say those two things together. There are scam baiters that do this because they're racist. Not a many, but there are a few. There's a few scam baiters also that do this for money. Now, if they're doing it just for money and they really don't care about the victims, to be honest, I don't care. Oh, there's Beta Ray. Hello, Beta.
Yeah, this is me. You should be able to hear me now.
Yep, we can hear you.
Sorry, I was having technical issues with the voice meter.
Oh,
Hi,
what up,
folks.
Beta?
Hello, Take a Glass of Water. Nice hearing your voice.
Yeah, you
I'd like
too,
to add
sir.
a few things to what scammers are and what scammers are generally not. Because sometimes when, as scam baiters, we actually call non-scammers. For example, when we're calling a $100 gift card, the ones that are not technically scammers are the ones that are actually offering these long, complex contracts. Those, if it was just a long, complex contract to make you a scam, everything you do in life would practically be a scam. Your phone service, your internet service, your TV service, and so on, because you're signing up into a horrible contract one way or the other. Hello? Sorry.
Right. Yeah, we're here.
And so some of them, like pack scams, are not technically a scam. They have legal U.S. licenses to do what they're doing. However, they're just giving horrible small amounts to the charity in question. They use legal loopholes in the U.S. While they may be a scam because they're violating the do not call registry, it does not necessarily make them a scam in the eyes of the law. If you took them to court, you could sue them for not paying an X amount of money into the charity, but you can't sue them for not having a business license for doing what they're doing, and the court would throw your case out of court. That's the difference between what a scam is
some of those,
and not a scam.
Those gift card scams or those insurance or tax things or some of the robocalls that we mess with, I'm right with you on that. And I feel bad sometimes, and I don't rage as much at those people. As much as I hate them and I do want to waste their time because it's shady business, the actual person that you're talking to on the phone, they're just a worker. And they're working for like a so-called legit company, like you just said. So they didn't do anything wrong. They just need to make a living, and they're working there, and we're the ones that are saying it's a scam. It's shady business, so I don't feel right cursing at them or raging at those types of people. I do like to waste their time because it's shady business, but like you said, it's not 100% scam.
Yeah.
The good rule of thumb here is if they basically sound American, it is basically a good idea not to scam bait them, because they can actually sue you, and you can actually get legal charges placed upon you for scam baiting a legitimate company.
Peter, it depends on what they do as well. And my experience recently is that they've crossed over that legitimate line. And when they start to remote into your computer and delete files, that to me is not a legitimate business activity. You have not invited them to do that activity. And it's, as Take says, it's that grey area. They are hiding behind legitimacy, but it's a fine line, and it's something that you will have to judge is when they've crossed that line. And absolutely, it's just like some of the big scams recently, you phoning, they offer a service. That service is overly expensive. That's not illegal. But the moment that they start doing things which crosses that line, that's when they're a scam.
Yeah, for sure.
Or I could charge you $1,000 to make a website, and it's legal to do so. But if I'm doing it in an illegal manner, it's not.
Right, and as far as the scam baiting a legit company, I mean, as far as I know, there's no rules about, like myself making a goofy call to a Walmart and just being an annoying customer. I mean, and of course, I live in a one-party state, so there's nothing wrong with me posting the call. I guess that's the way I look at it, and I sleep at night. But I would never rage at somebody who's just trying to make a living and doesn't know it's a scam. And I shouldn't even say it's a scam, because those gift cards, like you said, and some of those taxes and insurances, they're legit, like they're filed. And the person just got a job and they're getting in benefits, and it's a real job in America. So I wouldn't curse at them, but I would waste their time. I'll always waste their time. because I don't want people to fall, victim to, signing a contract where they think they're getting help with a student loan or taxes, and it's so shady. It's shady business. But you're right. There's a fine line, and we shouldn't rage at those people. But I think we still owe it to victims that are potential victims that are a little clueless, that we can kind of waste people's time so they don't get them. And that's just my opinion.
Yeah, with you on that.
And one last thing I would say, for example, a PAC scam that only gives less than 1% to charity. If you actually do research on even the major charities that are legal, they do basically the same thing. They put most of the money toward the overhead of the business and stuff. So you never know whether it's going to actually be a legitimate business. I would suggest, if you like charities, find a food kitchen somewhere that is actually feeding the homeless, and bring them a turkey for Christmas. It's going to be going to a good cause.
Excellent point.
Yeah.
Yep. Or send it to TAGOW Media, and it'll go right to the MS fund, which is my cigarettes and alcohol addiction. No, I'm just
But
kidding.
at least giving them a turkey, we know we're not going to give money to somebody that's paying off of on their Learjet,
Yeah.
Oh, right, exactly. Yep.
Thank you for the talk, folks. That's all I wanted to add.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, excellent points. Thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah, thank
Thanks,
you for
Peter.
calling in. Have a great day.
Good to hear you again.
All right. Well, that was fun. We probably have time for one more call. We missed a call from 210 number. If you want to try again, it's real chaotic at my house. It's hard for me to focus, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna need to end in a few minutes, and we'll have to try the scammer on Thursday. I'm sorry. It's really hard for me to focus. Okay, let's see who this is.
Right now, Dale in the house.
Yeah.
Who's this now?
Hello?
Paris Hilton? Oh, the next best thing. What's up?
Hello, I am your father.
Thank God, I need to borrow some money.
How are you taking it blindly? How are you all going?
Good, Blindly. How are you?
Today?
Oh, I'm not too bad. I just wanted to add my 2 cents worth. I know we're running out of time, but I just wanted to hop on real quick and say that the whole website is a joke. I think we're all in agreement with that. I think it's just very sad that individuals find the time, or can be bothered finding the time, to try and sort of not understand what scam baiting is about. That's the way that I look at it. The whole point of most of us, I think 99% of us, scam baiting is to be informative, first of all, and to also throw a little bit of entertainment in. I think that's the whole point. And if you're getting the information out there and you're trying to spread the word and make sure that people know about it, because there's still so many people, there's so many of this population that don't know about scammers. And there's so many, I get a lot of comments from people that say, thanks so much for letting me know about this, and I'm sure you guys get the same thing. I think that's the whole point of scam baiting, and I think most of us do it for the right reasons. Of course, like in any small community, you're going to have one or two that don't, but the majority of us are in it for the right reasons, and that's the whole point of scam baiting, and that's what this stupid website, this ridiculous thing that should actually be reported and torn down, doesn't understand. Right. It's just a load of crap, honestly.
Agreed, and it's, the entertainment part, of course it has to be entertaining. I mean, who's going to sit through anything that's entertaining, no matter what you're looking at? And that's why I kind of made the joke earlier when I went to their podcasts, and I was like, thank God it's not entertaining, because I couldn't take more than 5 minutes of it. And
exactly.
We all like things, and that's fine. Some people like the goofy calls, and you want to make funny calls and be funny, and other people get entertained by somebody wasting their time and exposing, and they might say some funny things along the way. It's all different, but it has to be somewhat entertaining, and that's how we spread awareness to people that don't know.
The whole point of being a scam baiter is that we educate ourselves. The whole point of being a scam baiter is that we educate ourselves to know what we are talking about. We are, we're not going to report information deliberately that's incorrect. We go about educating ourselves. We go about making sure that the information that we get out there is correct, and we try and get it out to as many people as possible. And that's the whole point of doing it. I mean, most of us are not making any money out of this. It's all about that we actually care about, this sort of community, and we care about actually trying to help people out. And that's what a lot of these websites don't understand. I mean, heaven forbid that they actually bother asking us some questions, and heaven forbid that they actually bother answering questions, because they hide behind their bullshit and they don't respond. It's just a load of rubbish.
That's what's dangerous. Anybody who just goes to the web and just posts up but doesn't let the other side talk, they can spread their half-truths all they want. It's just ridiculous, and I wish we could have a discussion with them. And Dale, who's in our chat right now, has some of the most entertaining videos ever. I probably wouldn't be making calls if I didn't discover him early on, because it's entertaining. And when you're watching a guy do different accents and making fun of the people that are trying to steal from people, you're spreading awareness to people. About how stupid these individuals are sometimes. And as much as we call them stupid, they do scam people, and that's unfortunate, but it has to be entertaining. It has to be.
You have to have an element of entertainment. There's no way that you can... Well, I certainly wouldn't want to sit through one of my streams for 4 hours if it was dour and serious and et cetera, et cetera. You've got to have entertainment in a stream. Otherwise, it's just not going to be of interest to anybody. That's got to be part of it.
And that's part of the education as well.
Yeah.
You know how many people have watched my calls that I know and say, hey, are you sure that those aren't real Social Security people or real Amazon people? But they would never even know that these aren't that it's a thing without some of the work that we do. And as funny as it is, or not as funny, depending on who you are, we're spreading awareness.
Right.
And I also want to thank all of those that haven't got a channel. I mean, we didn't have a channel for at least 6 months, and we were in the background doing work as well. Now we've got a team of about 4 or 5 that help out, and we've got, a lot of collaboration going on between all of us, which is wonderful. And I want to thank all of those that are in the background. There's a lot of unsung heroes out there, and it's unfortunate that these websites, if they actually did some research, like I said earlier, they'd find out that what they're posting is actually ridiculous and completely false. And that's the sad part about it, really.
For sure.
Yeah, blindly, it is old news. I don't know when they last updated it, but they probably thought it was relevant 5-6 years ago when they wrote it. So it's just lingering. Unfortunately, they don't update those sections. And you are doing great, my friend.
Thanks, Chester. So are you, and I think everybody's pulling their part, and everybody's in it to, to be a part of the whole community and to actually inform people. And I think that's the important thing. As I said earlier, you're going to have your 1 and 2 or 2 that aren't, and it's a shame, and it happens in all small communities. But it is what it is, and you just keep going on. That's how it works.
Yeah,
people were asking if you could show the website again, because I think Amy G was going to do some research on it, and there was another question up above.
I'm about to post the link, and then we also just got a similar email that might be related to that message. So I'm going to read that out. Do you want to look at it first before and see if you're okay with me reading it, or? Okay,
I can't see anything at the moment. As long as it's not for my mom.
Neither can I.
Okay.
Thank you. Quick, though, I do want to thank Blindly.
Thank you, Blindly, for joining us.
Thank you, guys, and keep up the fantastic work. Love your show every Tuesday and Wednesday.
Thank you for mentioning the people that don't have channels. A lot of times they get overlooked. There's a lot of people in chat right now that don't have channels, and we're all here together to try to fight this war and save innocent people from losing to these idiots. So I really appreciate you saying that. My channel would be nothing if it wasn't for like Raz, for instance. And there's a ton of people, but that name comes to mind. Stephanie Humphreys. There's a ton of people in our chat that are either
Betty, Mary, all the good people in the background. Yeah.
So thank you so much for bringing that up.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, guys. Have a
Finally.
good night.
Love you. Have a
you.
good
And
day.
Mary as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. All right, I just wanted to share Scambait Central. He actually emailed us during this time, and I wanted to share his opinion on this.
Oh, is he coming on the show?
No, he just emailed us. So let me just read you the email. Very few people who call themselves scambaiters actually are. To put this in perspective, my modest YouTube channel of 40,000 subscribers is the largest scambaiting channel on YouTube. Other real scambaiting channels include 419 Exorcist and Shameless Smith. All the rest are prank callers. They arrived on the scene a few years ago and took our name. They mostly call the scam call centers in India. They operate with any rules or ethics and have no interest in these. For example, they burn the scammers they prank call by telling them they have been playing with them. This educates a scammer who tidies up his act and becomes more likely to rob your grandmother blind in his next call. The prank callers do this because they get an ego boost and a virtual slap on the back from their equally naive audiences. We scambaiters have nothing to do with most of them because of this. So that is Scambait Central's viewpoint. He did.
Why that guy never comments or subs to my channel? Is that the issue?
I guess. But yeah, that's his opinion. I just wanted to read it, Pierogi, because it's different than all the other opinions we've been giving, because everybody has been in agreement with, like against the website and against the idea that the scam, most of us feel that scambaiters are relevant. And he emailed the opinion. So yeah, I wanted to give the other side of the opinion that Scambait Central does definitely agrees more with the website that that a lot of us
CJ,
are not doing good. So I just wanted to share that. Mm-hmm.
CJ, that's what balance is all about. It's
right.
Showing opposing views. And
right.
It's for people to make their own minds up.
Exactly.
Again, I don't understand what his viewpoint is and why he thinks or she thinks that they are so special. That's in their own mind. Yeah, I think a comment's been made about being a WordPress site. That doesn't stop them having their viewpoint. I disagree.
We disagree, but
we each have our own approach.
Yeah, that's why I said this morning the show would be different. Normally we don't discuss anything on the show. We just kind of, we talk about scam baiting, but it's two different viewpoints. I definitely encourage all of you to read all viewpoints with an open mind. I know that I want to do that. They all might make valid points. Just because we don't agree with 99 of their points doesn't mean we won't agree with the 100th point. So that's why I decided to read it. So that was his opinion that he emailed me just now when we were talking. And that's why I wanted to share that. So obviously we don't agree. But thank y'all so much for joining us. Sorry that we need to end. Take anything else you want to contribute before we go?
No, I'm good. Bye, y'all.
Okay, y'all. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Again, I'm so sorry.
Thank you so much to Pierogi and everyone that joined us too.
Yeah, thank you, Pierogi, for joining us.
In the chat.
Yeah, thank you so much, Pierogi, for joining us. Sorry at all if I just offended you or anybody else in any way. I just wanted to share both sides of the coin since he wanted to.
And that's exactly, just real quick.
Yeah, actually, I am sure because I had emailed him first and he had responded. The email it's from, I had emailed him first based on the email from his channel, and he responded. So.
Gotcha.
So I'm not saying anything bad about Scambait Central. I'm just reading you exactly on his viewpoint. So.
No, I've always been a big fan. I mean, and I'll still continue to watch the stuff.
Yeah,
I just didn't know. Obviously, somebody that does what I do, sometimes you're not accepted, and you make prank phone calls to scammers, and all of a sudden you're lumped into a community, and you get some criticism from some of these bigger channels that you're not really scam baiting, and that's okay. I know where I stand now, but I'll still continue to watch.
Yeah, and remember, like, even if you
subscribed.
don't agree with Scambait Central, he's still doing great work. So I'm not telling you not to support him. But it is a very the only thing I'm pissed off is there's no reason to call viewers naive. I think that's extremely offensive, disgusting, and arrogant.
Yeah, it's also
but other than that,
scam baiting channel, 40,000 subs.
Yeah,
So he's saying that the people that have 1 million subs aren't scam baiters?
Right, that's what he's saying.
Yeah,
but,
I don't get that part.
Yeah, but I'm not telling you all, please don't, I'm not telling anyone to not support him. He's still doing good work by his scam baiting. He just happens to have opinions that I don't personally agree with, and would appreciate it if you're listening, to please not insult viewers. I think that's pretty on the wrong side. But thank you all, everyone, so much that joined us today. Hope you understand that this was a discussion, and everyone has their own opinion. We respect opinions. We just don't always agree. And we personally think you scam baiters are doing awesome. Let's just keep doing what we're doing, in our opinion. And yeah, I think that's it, right? Take.
As long as we don't harm each other and concentrate on or focus on what we are trying to do, which is preventing the scammers getting to the vulnerable victim, I say carry on doing with whatever you do by whatever means.
Yeah.
But don't criticize anyone because it's not the way. There are several ways to do it.
Right.
Someone once told there's 101 ways to skin a cat, but this is the way we're going to do it. Well, I'm sorry, there's 101 different ways.
Okay. Yeah, awesome. So we'll be back on, I'm sorry that I'm ending y'all, but like I said, it's just because it's real chaotic here.
Yeah, you should be.
Hey. Don't turn on me. There's a lot, out of all the people in the world, don't turn on me now. I control the audio. Just kidding.
But Chester, definitely thank you for joining us, and we'll have to do part 2 because I still want you to really talk to people about what you're doing with the dialers and all the behind
I'm sorry,
the scenes
Chester.
stuff.
Yeah, I didn't mean to cut off you, Chester. I'm sorry about what you're up to.
Thank you,
Boss number 1 and boss number 2, no problem. Anytime, you know that.
Yeah.
Much love.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, y'all have a great day. Bye.